Welcome back. Welcome back.
I wasn't supposed to dance.
Nah, I thought you could say welcome back.
I
But
was locked in.
what up, y'all? Back to the show. Something a little different today. It's me on the intro. So let me tell y'all.
Snitches.
Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all for following the Instagram. Doing it big. We had some questions, but I got some questions for y'all. Are y'all liking the video? Are y'all commenting on the videos? And are y'all subscribing to the channel? No, you're not. Do it, bitch.
Alright, see, this is why I gotta do it for moving forward. What's the word? Welcome back to the 73 and 11 breakdown, where we break down everything Knicks and Mavs from a non-biased fan perspective. I'm your Knicks host, Rob. To my left, we got the Mavs co-host, Jay Dollars. What's the word, my buddy?
What's happening with you? It's been a nice little week. This week went by fast too. I don't know what's going on. The week's been going by.
Because we be thirsty to record, that's why.
Yeah, but I'm glad to be back. You know, my ban has been lifted. I'm back in the stew.
Yeah, I told him he could come back. I'm over some league. I don't even remember what happened. So I said, come on back, my buddy. But yeah, man. So my week was, it was a quick week also. I felt the same way. I felt like just the other day I was in here. So, but I'm looking forward to today's episode. We got a good one. We got, obviously, not a lot of movement, but a major change in the NBA. You know, a trickle down effect from that. So, let's jump right into it. LeBron James to the 76ers. No, we're not singing. LeBron, I don't even know. LeBron, he signed to the 76ers, 2-year deal, $8 million. So, it kind of stacked the East even more. Philly looks like they're going to be a solid team. But before we jump into that, what do you think about the signing?
It wasn't where I wanted him to go.
Yeah. You wanted him in Dallas?
Nah. It would have been cool, but I wanted him to go play with Steph. I wanted to really see what that would be like for a whole 82. But in Bron fashion, shocked him. Mostly everybody. And, it feels weird seeing him sign for scraps, but I mean, he kept his word. He said he gonna sign for the mini, and he did. And he gonna try to chase a chip.
Yeah.
I said try, though.
No, I'm just, listen, I ain't tripping. They're not gonna win. But the signing, I don't hate it. I think Philly, it gives them a little bit more versatility. Obviously, he's not LeBron that we know, but he's still effective. He still can give you 20 a night. Now, I don't think on this team he will, because they have so many pieces that's going to need the ball. Not a lot of those dudes play off ball. Maxey, I know people will say, oh, he played with Harden. That was first and second year Maxey. He's a completely different player now. All NBA, all star. So the ball should be in his hands. JB, he obviously knows how to function next to another all-star, superstar type player with him being in Boston. I think it's going to hinder VJ a little bit as far as coming into his own, but he's going to get to learn a lot. So whenever Bron is done with this 1 or 2 years, whatever he decides to do, VJ's going to have a lot that he was able to store in his mind from just playing with a dude like that. Their bench is cool. I don't think they'll come out the East. I think it's too many players with one basketball. Yeah. And Bron's not like he's a defender anymore, so he don't really bring that aspect. And it's going to sound crazy. It's really a downgrade from Paul George, but they already got JB, so really, you're really not comparing those two, but Paul George was more effective on his team than what LeBron probably would be.
Nah,
Boy, it's out the bud.
I don't know. It could be. I think it was just a shocking factor.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't mad at him. Like everybody that's mad at him just is hate, and you know I love to hate on LeBron sometimes, but
clip it up. It's not just me. Clip that up.
But like, yeah, y'all, the people who's really upset about this are the Jordan stans. Yeah. It's like, who can let Bron do what he wants to do? He's 50,000 years old, and I think people are just mad because he can still really bring value to a team. But like, I honestly don't think it really moves the needle either. Like, it's just a lot of names.
It makes him competitive. It doesn't move the needle to the like contender aspect. And the reason I say that is people don't realize, like, when have we ever seen a team put together a full team in the offseason and then just go win? Like Boston did it, yes. But that was back in 08. Like, most teams, like even the Warriors, you don't really count them because they still had their core. They just added one piece. Yeah, I don't think they're going to struggle to beat some of the teams in the East that's been together. Even a team like Atlanta, that they have most of their team and they just added pieces to it. They know their style, their identity. They get up and down. They play defense, so they'll struggle with a team like that.
I think they're going to be really good. It's just when that signing happens, it's not like, oh, we know who's winning. Like, when KD was like, all right, it's over.
Yeah, because they was already winning shit. They already had the best record in the NBA. They just added a piece.
And getting Bron, they still have they have too many players, and they still have some holes in their roster as constructed.
Like they don't have a backup big.
Yeah,
they got hot 40.
They need a big. No shade.
Respect.
But like, if God forbid, you know, Embiid only plays so many games, you can't have Hawkporty be your guy and then have nobody. Yeah, but then have nobody
to back him up.
So it's like there's still holes that need to be filled. Pause. But it's cool. It was funny to see, you know, everybody in Philly going crazy. Like Gilly.
Yeah, I was about to ask you. See Gilly video. You know he was about to go. I can't wait for them. Like, it's going to be funny. I'm not praying on their downfall because I don't think they're going to be that nice anyway. But when they lose in the playoffs next year, first or second round, whatever it is, that shit is going to be epic, bro. Because the niggas that crash out on because Philly fans be crashing out anyway. So when they crash out over that, it's going to be hilarious.
But they're not going to blame Bron. Like,
no,
when
Philly
they're
lose, 100% going to blame
when
Bron.
They lose, they not going to.
Watch.
It's not going to be Bron. It'll be somebody.
Nah, bro. Do you realize Philly fans is mad funny, bro? They like another version of like Knicks fans, just less, like the IQ's not there. But they just as passionate, bro. So, but Bron, like, especially if he fuck around and don't play well.
Oh, no, if he don't.
They be booing. They boo more than Knicks fans.
Yeah, like, but you're not really booing Bron. Like,
they'll boo Bron, bro. They think Philly fans won't boo Bron.
If he's playing shitty, then yeah. But if he's giving you like the 18-19, they're gonna blame it on somebody else.
For them to be successful, what's the realistic stat line you think he got to average? Because I have one in my head, but I know Bron's not going to want to average that.
Yeah, I don't want to say. It's just because I feel like
matter of fact, I'm saying it.
No, I'm not afraid to say it. It's just like it's just gonna sound crazy, but like 12 to 15. Like, give me 12, 15.
12 is crazy.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say like 15, 8, and 7 or something like that. Like,
yeah, but in that range of like, you don't need to score. Like, you're not in LA no more. Like, you needed to do everything. Yeah. You don't have to now. If he wants to play longer, 12 to 15. But if he's just like, I'm good, 15 to 18 is what he can do. But like in that 15 range, you know, just let the guys.
Yeah, I think the more he averages points wise, the worse they're going to be, because that means somebody
ain't doing their job.
Not even doing their job. They're not getting the touches they're supposed to. Because if he's averaging 18 to like 22, it's probably not taken from. It's probably taken from Maxey, that's who it's taken from, and they need Maxey to be Maxey to be good. Because I think Jalen Brown, he's at the point where his career where he's going to get to it regardless.
And if I'm looking at this team, it's like, to me, the clear-cut guy on this team is Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Maxey, yes, because you've been there longer, but, like, we're talking about a finals MVP and someone who was a legit MVP candidate. Like, this is him. Then is Tyrese. And
what about Embiid? That's crazy.
We got it. I feel like last year it should have all been about Tyrese because it's just like, bro, you never really
was.
Yeah, like you never really hear. We can't rely on you.
Yeah. But
we had to rely on Tyrese.
Let's go out on a limb and say Embiid does play 65 games.
Oh yeah, then
what does that look like as far as like the power dynamic of first option, second option?
Tyrese corner, LeBron corner, JB and Joe get to it. It's just because when Joel Embiid's on the floor, he's just better than everybody else. Like that's just what it is. I still think JB's
the best player at that point. Especially where he's at in his career, Embiid. But I'm not banking on him playing 65. It would be dope to see it, just to see what they would look like at full strength. But I think they don't really, especially they don't scare me, not one bit.
Nah. Because I still think that Knicks team is...
They just got the chemistry.
It's tough. And chemistry matters.
Because you'll look at it on paper and be like, oh, Philly fake look better on paper. But
a lot of teams look better on paper until
you really got to hoop against them. You see, like, they all fit each other. They fit, the personnel fits together. Philly, I don't know how that personnel goes. The bench is cool. Yeah, bench is okay, but like Simons is good off the bench. Like people forget he's over there.
I think they're like, besides the bigs, like their bench is really decent. Like you got guys who can really score, and then guys who don't have the ego, and then just getting KCP, the vet presence, and someone who's just gonna sit in that corner, knock down open shots. I mean, as of late, he ain't really been like that. But I blame the teams. Memphis, you ain't got shit to do over there. But the guard player that they got, but VJ, I don't know if VJ starts, but VJ, you bring in LeBron, you got Anthony Simons who can average 20. We fake need somebody. But I think they're gonna be cool. And just how competitive the East is right now, I put them very high on the list. Like they're probably behind New York, but there's gonna be some growth.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of growth. They're gonna have to build some chemistry early in the season, so there's gonna be struggles that they have. So there's gonna be a lot of talks early because I don't see them starting the year off great. Obviously, ring night's probably going to be against them. The Knicks are probably going to play them on ring night. That's just what's going to happen because they're going to be the new contender. But you know what I think it's going to look like? So remember when the Knicks got Cat and we was the new contender and then we played the Celtics on ring night and they beat the shit out of us? I think that's what it's going to look like at first. Like the Knicks, they're going to be coming off like the energy in the Garden is going to be crazy on ring night. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be against the Sixers. Bron, it's not going to affect Bron probably because he done played on so many ring nights on both sides of it. Did he play y'all or y'all ring night?
Shit, that was so long ago. I don't remember.
I did. I think
he probably did, and we.
Yeah,
we was a different team.
Yeah, it got.
We was a different team.
I remember you calling me, saying like, bro. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they turn out to be. Because I do think it's going to get spooky for a while. They'll figure it out at some point in the season just because they have so much talent. But I'm not too concerned with that team.
It's a good team. It's just not like
what people think it's going to be.
Yeah.
So it's actually rolls right into our next segment. So on today's episode, we're going to go through pretty much all fan questions. So we got a lot of feedback, a lot of fan questions. So today's episode, outside of Brown, obviously, we're just going to tap into those and have some discussions. We want you guys to really, get in the comments, talk to us, let us know what you think about some of our takes, If you think we're saying some bullshit, put it in the comments. Let us know. Get some engagement on our post, and we'll go back and forth with you. So it should be fun. Like I said, a lot of great questions that we got. So I have a question right here from my boy Jarrell, and it fits right with what we were just talking about. He says, "Is LeBron's legacy tarnished if he doesn't get a chip with Philly?" Go ahead.
Let me get my solo real quick. No, like everybody complaining about him ring chase. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. The nigga won on every team he played with. There's nothing for him to prove anymore at this point. Like, and y'all got y'all panties in a bunch for a man that's 40 plus years old. Like, let him rock. If he wins, it doesn't do anything. There's nothing he can do more besides win championships. His legacy's already cemented. If he loses, it's not going to change either. He's lost before, but who cares? Not many people, we can't say, have went to a different team and won everywhere he's win. Right. So it's just going to be the haters that's going to think like that, but honestly, like nobody cares. And like even like Chuck saying, you know, I don't like, bro, you play with demons too. Like, and you can be in our era we weren't team up. We not in your era.
Yeah, it's a different era.
Like everybody
made niggas in this era.
Everybody be teaming up with somebody. You gotta have somebody.
Yeah.
And like, who am I to tell Chuck this? I ain't nothing. I'm so far on the other end of the spectrum compared to him, but it's like, who cares? We already got our favorites. It's either you're Kobe, a LeBron, a Jordan, or whoever, Magic. We already got our guys. Like, let Bron rock. Let him rock.
Yeah. So with basketball talk, there's never going to be, if you're a fan of someone, no one's ever going to sway you from what you think about them. So if you think so-and-so is a GOAT, there's nothing that you could tell me to make me think he's not the GOAT. So that's how I'm going to start mine. That's how I'm going to start what I'm going to say.
Yeah, solo.
So is Bron's legacy tarnished if he doesn't win in Philly? And I'm going to say no. And this is why. Because if you're a Jordan fan and you think Jordan's a GOAT, nothing Bron does from this point on is going to make you think otherwise. If you're a Bron fan and you think Bron is the GOAT, you're never going to think he fucked up and now he's not the GOAT. Kobe, same thing. So his legacy's not going to be tarnished. And also, Bron doesn't affect winning anymore. So nothing he does is going to get the team chips at this point because he's a top 25 player still. But it's empty stats now. Bron doesn't affect the game in a way where you're going to win. He's going to get numbers though. It don't matter. He just, if you watch him play, he's getting his numbers just because he perfected the game of basketball at this point. He perfected getting 25 and 8. He can go out there and sleepwalk to 25 and 8 now. So any team he's going to go to, he can do that. But is it going to affect winning? We haven't seen LeBron affect winning since 2020.
And if that is the case, who cares? Like, the nigga played 20 plus years being a savage. Like, we just need to witness greatness and appreciate it.
Yeah, and,
like,
and me saying that isn't shitting on Bron, because that's not what I'm doing. That statement was more towards, what do you expect a 42-year-old man to do? That he perfected the game of basketball so much to this point that he can play at 42 and get 25 and 8. That is crazy. So that's, as much as I said I hate on Bron and laugh, like I said before, I still respect his legacy and what he's done. It more so comes from just being a Knicks fan and not want to see no one else do good. That's more so my shit with Bron. But when it comes to him being a hooper, he perfected the game of basketball to a certain extent. Like, he can sleepwalk to 25 and 8, bro.
Yeah, so I was just saying, I'm not LeBron's not my guy, but like my GOAT. But I see, like, I ain't grow up watching him because I was still, but yeah, we grew up watching him, and just to see how successful he's been in life in general is like, what can you be mad at, bro?
Yeah.
Like, he is what people should look up to. He deadass is greatness, and that's it. Jordan was greatness too. It's just a different type of greatness. And whatever you prefer is what you prefer. You like. There's no way we could possibly like. The fact is, this person is better than this person. No, they played 2 different times. Just let them be the best in their eras and call it.
I don't know if you look up to him as Cooper, but you know.
Oh no, I didn't look up to him.
No, because you said you should look up to him. That's why I laughed over it. Because I'm like, I damn sure not.
Yeah,
Hooper wise, like I said
not as a
before,
Hooper.
some of the other stuff I put my people on, like he did with his. That's fire.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I could do to be like Bron. So
You gotta go.
I don't know
You
what
gotta-
yeah,
bro, you gotta go bald.
but he like the
You gotta do mad bullshit.
but like the play style, like he makes the right plays. So yeah, I look like I like that. But
yeah.
and like my favorite player, I can't play like anyway. It's just what I like and how I see the game and like man. But if I was to play on that high level, I'm not gonna play like that.
Yeah. It's gonna be completely different.
Yeah, because that's
Funny
just
nigga.
how I yeah. That's just how I play. But yeah, his legacy is stamped, and there's nothing he could do or we could do to change that.
Yeah.
He's there. That's it.
All right, so for our second question, we got Dean. Dean asked us 2 great questions, so we're going to start with one of them. He said, early power rankings. I like that question because there's been a lot of movement in the offseason. So, you know, the power rankings, every week it can change depending on what happens. So, obviously, with Philly making the moves that they made, it kind of shook things up. So, I went a different route than Jay for power rankings. I went with the whole league. And Jay kind of did the league, and then he also did East Coast and West Coast rankings. I didn't do that because there's still a lot of movement left. So I'm going to go off my rankings and kind of break down why I picked the ones I did. I'm only going to 15 because after that, I really don't give a fuck. You really just dirt. But, so for one, I'm not jumping on the Spurs and Thunder bandwagon quite yet because I see the last time we seen them, they both lost. So, bias or not, no, it's a non-bias. I'm going Knicks with 1 just because they also didn't lose much. Mitchell Robinson is a huge piece because he does give them a lot of second chance points, which is how the Knicks generate a lot of their offense. But I think Drummond, if he's the big that we go into the season with, he can fill that void a little bit. But defensively, we got to get another big.
Yeah.
But I think Drummond is good enough to generate more offense when he's in the game. So, you know, I'm going with Knicks at 1 just because the last time we seen them, they won the chip. So you can't knock them off of 1 when they're bringing back their entire core.
Yeah.
2, I'm going with the Spurs. The Spurs got better. They added Tobias Harris. And they have such a young roster that they're going to come back better. They're at that age where you're coming back way better than you did the year before. Most of the time, if you do what you're supposed to do in the offseason. So Spurs, I'm going with 2. 3, even with the moves that they made as far as offloading a lot of their contracts to make space, I'm going with the Thunder because their bench was really good. And now like the Case and Wallace's are probably getting the starting lineups, things like that. So I'm going with Thunder. You still got the MVP on your team, so you can't really put them any lower than that. And these top 3 could switch any way you want to put them, but I think that's the top 3 right there. 4, I'm going with Philly. Philly on paper, they're pretty good. Now, I had them a lot lower when I first did it, but I think on roster, they're good. They're good. On paper, they're a good roster. So I'm going to put them at 4. They jumped up very far for me. I'm still iffy about them. I kind of want to take them out the top 10. but I think they're going to come in with a championship or bust mentality, which could help them in training camp. So let's put them at 4. 5, ironically, I got Minnesota. I got Minnesota at 5, bro. And I think it's solely because Ant-Man's going to be on a mission. And you already see them getting in the gym together, him and LaMelo. They got in the gym with Rudy.
Yeah.
So And the last we seen them, they were actually pushing the Spurs with everybody hurt. So I gotta go with that. I got confidence in them. 6, I'm going Denver. A lot of people don't like it, but Denver, you got former MVP. Jokic is gonna be who he's gonna be.
Yeah.
So they lost some pieces, but I still think they'll compete. Now, them and Minnesota were the 2 that I kind of had lower at first, but then I bounced them up just because they played each other. So they went to 7, they competed. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave them there. 7. This is all based on the Kawhi trade going through. If it goes through fully, I got Toronto at 7. So I know it's on hold right now, but I want to see Toronto. I want to see him in Toronto. So I'm banking on it going through. So I got Toronto at 7, Boston at 8. I think Paul George with Jason Tatum is actually a good fit. Paul George, he really is absolutely fine with being a second or third option. So there's gonna be no clash there.
Yeah.
They still need to figure out their big situation. Obviously, they got Mitchell Robinson, but he's injury prone, so you can only expect so much from him. They didn't figure that out, but if Mitchell Robinson plays the way that he did with the Knicks, he's going to help that roster a lot. And allegedly, Peyton Pritchard's about to have his Brunson leap, so that didn't have nothing to do with my ranking, but
a little shade, don't
shade.
hurt nobody.
Yeah. 9. Now that I'm looking at it, I want to change it, but I got it on my list, so I'm gonna leave it. I got Cleveland at 9. This is nasty. Detroit at 10. They can really fall a lot lower than that if Jalen Durant doesn't come back. If he takes money somewhere else, they're dropping lower than that for me. But with the year that they had, I couldn't put them out the top 10 because they have that pedigree. Now they lost Isaiah Stewart. They lost some shooting with Duncan Robinson. Karis LeVert's not there anymore. It sounded like they lost their roster, right? But they still got Cade. They got Cade, and I think he's a hooper. He's a gamer. He's going to figure it out. He knows how to lead a team that's not that good. Hopefully some of the young guys like Hollins and stuff like that could come in and do more. But I didn't want to take them out the top 10 out of respect to the season that they just had. 11, I got the Lakers. We were laughing earlier. Jay doesn't think the Lakers are good at all. I think they're actually a lot better than what people think they are.
I didn't say I don't think they're good at all.
You don't think they should be in that 11 spot though? Or do you? I don't know.
Because I changed mine up.
All right. So Lakers, I think the Lakers will be solid. Atlanta is going to be. They're going to give teams fits. I think this is a perfect spot for them in the 12, 13 range. Miami's the wild card, but I got them at 13. Miami and Houston are wild cards, so I got them 13 and 14. And then at 15, both of these teams could jump up depending on how their roster is meshed. So I got a tie right now for 15 with Portland and Indiana. Portland is going to be really good. So if Portland jumps into that top 10, I would not be surprised because I spoke to Dean earlier this week. Dean thinks Portland could beat a couple of these teams in the playoff series. I ain't going to name which ones, but it's a couple teams that could go to the conference finals. He thinks they could beat them, but I don't knock them because they kind of gave the blueprint on how to guard Wemby, but they just didn't have the roster to beat them. So if you notice, like the Knicks kind of used the same format on guarding Wemby when it came to like OG because Portland they had Drew Holiday guarding Wemby, stuff like that. Like they had a real good blueprint on how to guard him. Now it didn't help them fully, but they showed it. And that's why Minnesota was able to, push them around a little bit, make some things happen. The Thunder, Chet just was scary, so there was nothing they could really do. Like when your premier guy is supposed to be getting to it and can't. So, and Indiana and Halliburton coming back, they got Kelly Oubre, Zubac. I just think they'll be a good team. They're just going to be a good team.
Yeah.
They're going to scare some teams. I don't think they're really... Portland is probably better than them now that I'm looking at it. But I want to give them the respect because they was in the finals last time their star was playing.
Yeah.
So, that's my list. It could change a lot week by week depending on, what moves are made. There's still a lot of guys I got to sign, like James Harden, Draymond. I don't think
that him signing is not going to put the Warriors in the top 15 for me, but that's more so what my power rankings look like.
I mean, our top 5 was identical, so I'll go from 6. As much as I hate this team, they're a great regular season team. I got Cavs at 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't flop until it's a 7-game series, so I don't think I could put them any lower. 7, I had Denver. I don't really like Denver either, but you got Joker and Jamal. You can't really bet against those guys. And then, because we was talking earlier in the car, my list changed. I got the Lakers.
Okay. So you thought about the roster. Once I started naming
like,
college
I was
section
like, all right, you really being...
I sold you on them. I don't even know.
Nah, I don't think you sold me on it. It's just because when I was talking, I was like, I don't think these teams are bad. I just think, like, there are teams better. But then I'm thinking, like, I can't forget about what Luka really... I seen him play with nobody.
Facts.
So I'm like, I got to really, be for real here. So I got the Lakers. And I have a shocker. I'm really high on Atlanta. I really think Atlanta is going to be like Indiana.
Yeah, and like not to cut you off, that was kind of what I was saying with Portland. I think Portland and Atlanta could jump into that top 10 easily.
Yeah, I think the Hawks are gonna be a team that flies under the radar and really gets wins. Because with you saying with the Pistons, like we don't know what happens with Jalen. They lose Toby. So when you lose your 20-point, well, someone who can really get 20, then you have to rely on all the other guys, and they're good. It's just
you know Tobias Harris.
Why you say that?
Okay, you just gave him a nickname.
Nah, that's what we call him, Toby. Yeah, because Boban, they call him Toby and Bobby.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like you know him.
All right. Anyway, I think
that's your man's like that. Yeah, Toby.
I think Atlanta's gonna surprise people. They have like Nikhil had a breakout season,
and
he can show like he can average 20. Lou Dort, we know what he brings.
Fouling, football.
Yeah. CJ was really big for that. He's the reason that we seen a chink in the Knicks armor. Jalen Johnson is expected. I think is gonna. Huh?
Saying no chink.
Nah, a little scratch.
Yeah, we let them get those. Nah,
but I'm saying like that was really it. And then Jalen Johnson, I expect to have his all NBA type season, and then Miami. Like as much as I want to shit on Miami, you got Giannis. I mean,
yeah, they're a wild card.
Yeah, and I feel like Miami is always a team that goes under the radar, but I mean, like
you can't
my
go
boy,
under the radar if you got Giannis. Ain't no
true, and I just feel like having Giannis, Bam, you can't really fuck that up.
Yeah,
and they just have great perimeter defense.
It's the shooting that scares me with them.
Yeah, then you bring in. I mean, Timmy just had a hell of a season. So like, I mean, they got shooters. It's just it's not names that anybody's really feels like it's gonna move the needle. But you don't know when you can get a wide open jump shot. Sometimes, and if you're a shooter, that shit feels beautiful. For so I got Miami at 10. I only did 10 because I don't give a fuck about.
See, the reason I went 15 is because there's some teams like that weren't in my 10 that we had to talk about. Like, so once you get past 10 for me, is Lakers, Atlanta, Miami, Houston, Portland. Like, you got to talk about the Lakers. You got to talk about Atlanta. Miami got Giannis. So I had to I couldn't leave them out the discussion because they made major moves.
If I had to pick, I'd probably go like Houston, Boston, I want to say the Pistons, but I'll just say the Pistons, the Blazers, and I really think Phoenix is going to be a lot better this year. I mean, they were injured throughout the season, and they still got to the playoffs. And now you can get a healthy Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, and Jalen Green, and then you add Miles. You lose Grayson and Royce, but I think Miles.
I'm not really jacking Royce right now, but
I think Miles. I feel like when they got him, I was like, I think that's better than people expect.
Yeah, they're gonna be a gritty team because I think Miles, Bridges, and Dylan Brooks, they're gonna get along.
Yeah.
They're gonna play well together for some reason.
Yeah.
Devin Booker, I see he's really trying to avoid playing the point guard for them, which is he should have been like put his foot down with that. They were right outside of my 15 because I actually don't dislike the Suns. They just something about them just never gets it done for me. Like they competed this year, they also ran into a bad hand in the first round, having to play the Thunder. So they're not on that level where they're going to compete with them top teams, and they don't really scare them either. But then you get to that middle of the pack, and they're like, y'all, because they weren't far off from being like a top 16.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't dislike the Suns. I do think they can make some noise, but I just think Portland better than them. Like I think Portland will beat them in a series like 4-1, 4-2 like that, because Denny is going to give them a problem. And then you got Ja. Dame is not fucking around. You scoop like somebody. They're going to move somebody. But then I didn't think Shannon Sharp. Like that roster's fake OD, and they play defense.
Yeah, it's tough, but I do think they're gonna be good this year. And they just need to solidify their bench for real and get a point guard.
So I ran into Dean earlier this week, and we was chopping it up. And I didn't realize the contract that Denny was on. Did you ever see Denny's contract?
Yeah, he's on a super friendly.
That ain't even friendly. They got over.
Nah, it's like what is like 7.
Bro, I think
it's like
contract
7 million
decreases each year. Like whatever the Wizards, however the Wizards got him on that contract for him specifically. Obviously, he wasn't who he is with them. But we looked it up. But he already knew because he's thirsty. But he was telling me. He told me they're gonna win the shit within the next 4 years. But he also said that they got like all the unrestricted picks from the Bucks. So I'm like, damn, they are in a good position.
Yeah, they are, but 4 years. I'm sorry, bro. It's not happening.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna have you on, bro. You're gonna be able to explain yourself fully. Because obviously I left a lot out for the combo because I want you to be able to break it down. But you gonna do your East and West also?
I mean, it's not gonna look like my power rankings because I didn't change. I didn't change that, but I had Knicks, Philly, Cavs, Hawks. I put Pistons 5th because I was banking on Jalen Duren coming back. Then I had Miami, Boston, the Pacers, Magic, and Wizards. I don't know why I put them on there because I don't like them either. I don't think Orlando's going to be good. But
you think Wizards going to be better than Orlando?
Nah.
You don't think that Wizards rosters might get it done?
Because
get it done in the sense of top 10.
Yeah, but I got them top 10. But I just feel like as much as I don't like the team, they have to produce. Like they've been together. I mean, Desmond Bain just pulled up, but they've been together. They have to. Yeah. They could definitely be better than them, though. But I'm just thinking, like, you can't let these niggas be better than you.
If AD plays, though,
if AD plays like 65, then I think
because they're trying to move them.
I think this list goes completely different. I think they go up a lot more than one.
I can see that, but like, how far up? I say like
in the 7 range, like where I put the Celtics.
I still think the Celtics probably be better than them. because they're just the Celtics are going to get coached really well into a position. Now it all depends on what JT looks like by himself. And I had this convo with someone earlier this week, and I kind of was downplaying JT a little bit because I really don't know what he's going to look like as a number one option, but only as a one, because he had a 1B with him this whole time. Or some people say he was 1B, but he gets to it. But I just think JB was just a little bit more of a dog to be a number one on his own. And I love JT's game, but I think sometimes he settles too much. And if he gets in that I'm a settle mode, it's gonna hurt the Celtics a lot.
Yeah, we need him to fly down the lane like JB.
Yeah,
good
he got to really get to it. And I think if he comes in with a I'm gonna prove these niggas wrong mentality, then yeah, the Celtics would be what they're supposed to be. But it's a lot of it based on the mentality he comes in with.
Because on this list, I would move if anybody, I would move the Pistons because I'm not I'm not too sure what they're really gonna look like. But I have like that 5 to 8 range being very close because I do think the Pacers are going to be good.
Yeah.
Like all these teams, I feel like are going to be good. It's just going to be tooth and nail like it always is in the East. Yeah. So in the West, who gives a fuck? I got Spurs, Thunder, Mini, Denver, Houston. I had us at 6. And then the Blazers, I had the Lakers, Phoenix, and the Clippers. But obviously, the Lakers will move up. I really think that we're gonna be good. No bullshit. I think having Kyrie back is gonna make the game a lot easier for Coop.
Yeah.
And then Najee was playing so well, and I'm not too sold on just throwing PJ away. Like, hopefully this year he can get back to being a menace on the defensive end, get those boards and knock those shots down. And just having another distributor will make their lives easier. And then I had the Blazers. You can swap us, but I really think we'll be fighting.
What number was that?
Blazers were 7. I think we can fight for a top 6.
Okay.
But I also think these are going to be very close too. Like if I'm really thinking about it, I'd switch Lakers and Houston. I'd give them like that 5. I don't think they'll be better than Denver.
Talking to the mic.
Oh shit.
No, you got it.
I don't think they'll be better than Denver, but they have the chance. You know, Denver is always, these are so good, and they're not. Like, come playoff time.
Yeah.
But regular season team, they are really good. But yeah, Houston's weird because they get better. Like they got Marcus Smart. Fred comes back, so now they have an actual point guard. So I do think they're better.
Even with Marcus Smart, because people forget he really was. He played point guard on them Celtics teams.
Yeah.
All them years they was getting to the conference finals and shit like that.
Where'd Luke go?
Where did he go?
Because damn, I don't know. Did he go to? No, he didn't go to Detroit. I don't know, but yeah, they were very big for the Lakers in that series, especially Luke. But yeah, I feel like the only team that's really gonna be dirt is probably the Clippers on this list.
The Clippers, and the crazy shit is, especially if that trade goes through, that's not an that's not a bad roster, bro.
Nah,
if you get Ingram, you already got Darius Garland. You got some stuff over there.
Now, if the trade goes through, I would put them above like the Phoenixes and probably above us and the Blazers.
You think so? I don't know about the Blazers.
See, I'm banking on what Ben Mathurin does.
Yeah, that's what
depending on what he does, I think they're going to be really good.
I think they'll be solid. I still think if everything goes as planned with what they got going on, I still think they're a play-in team in the West. But I can see them getting in the playoffs, like from the play-in.
Yeah, they're they're definitely going to be a play-in because the top 5, I feel like you can't really debate. They're all MVP caliber players on that team, and then just have a good team around them. So, like, 6 is going to be a dogfight, and then 7, 10, a game can change everything.
And then the dirt after that. Dirt.
Yeah.
So the next question is actually, we had 2 people ask a similar question. So we had Eric, shout out my boy E, and then Dean again. They asked a very similar question, so I'm gonna read them both. So Eric says, "Who's the best player in the league?" And y'all better say Shea. All right. And Dean says, "How do you feel about the person that wins the chip being the best in the league? Because the best in the league changes year by year." So we're gonna combine those 2. Now, to answer both their questions, I'm going to start with Eric. Shut up. I'm going to say what I want to say, first of all. And for me, my answer goes with what Deem said, bro. Brunson. I'm going with Brunson as the best in the league. Because every year, the reason I'm doing that is because every year, when everybody else wins their title and they get their MVP, they say they're the best in the world. So we're not changing that criteria just because a 6'2" guard from New York got it. Nah, he's the best in the league until proven otherwise. Shea got his MVP. I love that for him. Now, Wemby, I don't think he's the best in the league just because I don't think he's the best in the league yet because he still lacks offensively. Defensively, he's the best in the league.
Yeah.
But offensively, which sounds crazy because Brunson isn't all that defensively, but he got the accolades to back up. Now, if you're going off eye test, that's a little different. Like going off eye test, who's the best in the league?
I still don't got Shea. All due respect.
Shea's different, bro. If we go on eye test best in the league, I'm probably going Shea, just because he's not a slouch defensively, and what he does offensively, like this is going to sound crazy, but whatever, clip it up. I don't care. He's the closest thing like that we've seen to Kobe, bro. Like some of the shit that he does, like get into his spots and really just, I'm a killer. Like Shea's really like that. Like I was watching his film, the other day. So when we got the question, I went and watched film on Wemby, I watched film on Brunson, and I watched film on Shea. Just highlights. I didn't go watch full games. Shea's OD.
Nah,
and Brunson, all 3 of them are OD.
Don't get it twisted. Shea is definitely different.
Yeah.
But, just eye test, and I don't want to say this guy, but Joker still, to me, is like, he does, besides play defense, he just does it all. And it doesn't look the best, but how he gets everybody involved in the game, and he plays at his pace, and the game looks easy to both of them. We're talking about the best players.
Yeah, and you want to know what's funny about you saying Joker? So when Deem sent the question, I had the conversation with him, and he said Shea, and I told him Joker, and he was so convincing with Shea. That's what made me go watch the film. I said, nah, he's not better than Joker. He's not. Nah. So I went and watched, because I watched Joker's film also. Those were the 4 that I watched.
Yeah.
Because I didn't need to watch Giannis. I didn't need to watch KD. I didn't need to watch no one. Cade, like, I done seen enough Cade. I'm like, so when I went and watched, I'm like, Joker's really OD. And then when I seen Shea, I'm like, yo, he kind of does everything. Like,
yeah,
he gets to his spots. He can pass. Like, the one thing, the weakness that I've seen with him is he struggles to make the lob pass. And I don't know if it's because he don't have a great lob threat there with Hartenstein, Chet, but both of them can catch lobs. It's not like they're not lob threats, but he struggles to make that lob pass. I noticed it on film. I'm like, damn, does he not see it, or is he just not throwing it?
It's just, I don't know, it could just not be a part of his game.
Yeah.
But
That's not a knock on him. I'm just saying that's a weakness that I noticed from him. But that's
a good thing about. Oh, you think you can't throw a lot? Oh, I can do it.
Okay, but I can score. I can,
yeah,
I can float it. I can pull up. But his mid range is fire. I'm going with Brunson just because he won. He won the MVP. The last couple of years, anybody that won it, there was besides Jalen Brown. For some reason, they don't want to give him his love.
Yeah, nah. I think there's factors that play into this.
Yeah. Because
I do want to say, yeah, bro, best player in the league right now is Jalen Brunson. He got it done. He won. There's nothing you can say to him.
Yeah.
Like I fuck with I think it was at Fanatics Fest when Ant-Man was.
Oh yeah, when Ant-Man said that.
Yeah, it was like, he's not the face of the league because he don't got the accolades, and he would say someone like Jalen Brunson is because he just won. And I agree. Like, you got to give the credit to the victor.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be like, oh no, well he didn't do. I'll save it. We all play to win the trophy, and he has the trophy.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't a debate when Shea got it. It wasn't a debate when Joker got it.
Giannis.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Curry, obviously.
The only ones that, like, you can debate is, like, Iggy. Like, you're not gonna
Iggy's
say.
a little crazy. Yeah.
But, like, yeah, bro. And if JB was to be like, I'm the best, I'd be like, nigga, who am I to tell you? Yeah,
you got 45 in a closeout game. Obviously, you can't base everything like, oh, he's the best player off of one game. But, like, when you start getting in, when you have stats that are in there with Jordan and y'all are the only two,
yeah, and
like you got to start putting respect on him because it doesn't look the best. Like when you think of like an ideal best player, it don't look like Brunson. So nobody wants to really give him the credit. Like if this was Ant-Man, so say Ant-Man got to the finals and he had the same exact series Brunson had, everything to a T. It wouldn't even be a question.
Yeah, it's no debate.
And that's what I want people to stop with the biasness and some of it, because it's like, yeah, he doesn't look like the ideal best player in the league. But sometimes you got to just look at the stats, forget all that efficiency. Oh, he was shooting toward days. But when they needed him to really turn it up in the fourth quarter, that efficiency, it shot up.
And the stats don't tell it all, like you said. The shots don't tell it all. But, like, the shots say something. Yeah. Like, I don't want you taking one shot in a quarter.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter. I was efficient. I'm not taking bad shots. Sometimes you need to take the bad shots. Like,
come on now.
If we're going to close out a game, I want a nigga that's putting up the shots and a nigga that's not.
We're going to live with your, semi-bad shot.
Don't be afraid of the light. Like, niggas want to, like, laugh and joke about Kobe, shooting toward dates all the time. Yeah, facts. That's my guy. He shot toward dates, but
not frequently. He was
not frequently, but you shoot him.
Yeah, but
he shoots. I want the guy that's gonna shoot. I don't want the guy that's not gonna
shy away from it or make the pass to somebody who's not used to that pressure.
I was gonna say because Bron he'll do everything. He'll take the shot or he'll pass, but I know Bron's not afraid to take the shot.
Yeah, and with Bron, that was one thing that as much as I used to shit on Bron, I never really pulled that, string as far as like the clutch gene. I mean, I would say it like joking wise because he would pass up shots, but the dudes that he was passing to, he kind of built them up to be comfortable to take those shots. Bro. So it wasn't like, yeah, we want you to, we seen the Kobe's, the MJs, we want you to put yourself in that field and take the shot. But like, if you get in the lane and draw two and you kick to, like, I'm trying to think of who hit game winners for him.
Kyle Korver, Ray
Allen, Kevin Love, shit like that. Okay.
But, nigga, Jordan had Paxson. He had Kurt. Like,
yeah.
He had guys to pass the ball, so it was just a matter of if he's going to do it or not.
Yeah, he did. Sometimes.
Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. But we live with, you have to live with it, but you live with that. If I'm Steve Kerr, I'm not mad that Jordan took the last shot. If I'm Steve Kerr, I'm hyped that he gave me the opportunity to take the last shot. So, like that, like, I would make fun of Bron, like, oh, yeah, you should. But that's just what I want to see. Yeah. I want to see Bron do things.
Come on.
So, it's like, I'll make fun of it, but, like, I'm never going to be like, you should have never passed that to Danny Green because he was wide open, and he's a 40% 3-point shooter.
Like
nigga, that's
the smart play is to make the play.
That was just a thing I could make fun of. Like, oh yeah, you pass, but nigga, make that play 9 times out of 10, maybe 10.
Yeah, and the reason why, I wouldn't really talk down on it unless I wanted to get somebody tight that was a Bron fan. But as a coach, I'm telling my player to make the play, make the right play.
Yeah.
And if he take a stupid shot, I'm gonna be looking at him like, what are we doing now? If I'm watching Kobe and it's the same exact play and Kobe pass, I'm gonna be tight. Bro, shoot that.
That's not your game.
Yeah. What are we doing? What do we do? Do you want your legacy to grow or not?
I seen you pull up on 3 dudes.
Yeah.
You take that shot. Yeah, I think best player right now in our game is Jalen Brunson. He won. It should always be the winner. They
Unless
get it
done.
But
also that doesn't count because the reason why that doesn't count is because that was going to be the one of the rare times that the losing team should have had the Finals MVP. Because Bron should have won that Finals MVP.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Losers should never get Finals MVP, no matter how crazy it is.
But I'm saying, when you really watch that series, all right. So one reason why he should have got Finals MVP is because Iggy got it for slowing him down, and he still averaged 30 plus.
Nah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that narrative. We have to stop the
That's
narrative.
literally why he got it.
He didn't slow him down.
He definitely did.
He did not slow him down.
The reason why he slowed him down is because when they needed Bron to make big plays, he didn't make the plays because Iggy was on him. Now, yes, throughout the whole game, he was killing. Now, I would have to go back and watch the games, but from what I remember, Bron was killing the whole game, and if it was a close game or they needed specific stops, Iggy was getting it done, or he was slowing down. He was making it tough. All you gotta do is make it tough. You hear these defenders like Pat Bev and stuff like that say, "Yeah, you could kill me all game, but if I get this stop when we need it, I locked you up."
Now
that's a defender. That's a mindset of a defender.
Now making it tough is different. He made it tough for LeBron. He didn't slow him down.
Yes, he did because LeBron. He slowed him down because Bron really was on. He could have 50. He was on that type of shit where he could have went and got 50 balls, and he was holding him in the 30s, bro. That's slowing him down. I'm just.
Do you remember how much he averaged that series?
What, 37, 30? Was he getting 50?
Iggy, shut the fuck up. You did not slow.
They won.
You did not do it.
Somebody had to get it, bro.
I fucked up on my own. I always like to.
Bro, go watch.
I love to give the defenders credit, but I don't like the verbiage of I slowed him down. Nah, nigga, you made key moments difficult.
That's all you gotta do. That's slowing him down.
Nah, you didn't slow me down.
Bro, if
you had a moment. All right, hold
on. I'm gonna give you an example. And this is not even. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying basketball player.
Yeah.
If you got someone and they got 40 possessions, bro, and they cook for 39 of those possessions, and it's a close game, and then you clamp them on possession 40, and y'all win because of that clamp. You slowed him down, bro.
Nah. That's different. I stopped him from winning the game.
You slowed him down.
Nah,
because he was 39 for 39.
Yeah,
and then you gotta stop.
I got mine.
But you didn't stop him. You slowed him down.
No, I stopped him for a possession.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Nah, that possession when it mattered most, I did my job. That's what I'm saying.
That's what Iggy did.
But you're talking a series. It wasn't just one play that was like.
Yeah, it was a series of plays.
So we're talking about.
So he had multiple plays. That's even better on my case.
He had but nobody goes perfect.
Especially
it just doesn't
if you got somebody
happen. It
slowing
doesn't
you
happen.
down.
So was niggas slowing Wilt down? When he wasn't scored, nah, bro.
He was slowing him down because
he just had an off night.
You want to know how he was slowing him down? He got one chip. So yeah, you was getting on them. No. Listen, bro. If you average 50 multiple seasons and you got one chip, that means they slowed you down at some point.
Nah, they definitely did their job. I'm just saying, if I averaged 50 and I scored 48 this game,
slowed you down.
you slowed me down.
Yeah.
Okay. But if I average 37 and I scored 37, you didn't slow me down, bro.
I did slow you down.
Nigga,
I slowed you down from winning.
You had key possessions, for sure, key possessions. But
that's what counts as slowing down.
At that time, the only person slowing Bron down was Bron. He was the reason, because he didn't do what he thought he was gonna do. That's what it was.
Iggy slowed him down. That's my
Iggy played great defense on Bron, but he didn't slow him down. But shout out to Iggy for getting that, because you know that was bullshit. You shouldn't have got. I would have been like, all right, bro, fuck it. We pause before we ride in the Steph Curry train, because I'm not giving Iggy that. All right, you see how I did that all. But yeah, and if I'm Bron, don't give me that Finals MVP, bro. Don't give me the best award for losing.
Well, I'm just saying that was one of the, because I think it only happened one other time. Didn't Jerry West get one in a loss?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
I'm saying if there was another time, that was the time.
for sure.
That's all I'm saying. Now,
sure.
He shouldn't have got it because he lost. But if they were going to give it to somebody else,
but that would have been hating, because I'm like, all right, there's 15 niggas. We gotta give it to somebody. Don't give it to this nigga. Yeah. But yeah. Shout out Bron, bro.
Best player.
You got shut down.
MVP. Brunson. So
yeah.
For our next question, we got two more that we're going to do before we wrap up. So our boy Kenny, who's a Mavs fan as well, he asks. So this actually goes hand in hand with our last answer. Will Brunson win his second ring before Luka wins his first?
I like that. I like that question because it's a legit question. Now, before I give my answer, I do think the Knicks have a legit chance to repeat. Now, obviously, there hasn't been a repeat champion in the last 8 years. So that kind of stems towards my answer is because I'm to the point where I kind of think Luka's not going to get one. So Brunson could also not get one, and then he just ends with one, and Luka has none. But if I had to put my money on one happening before the other, I'm probably going to put my money on Brunson getting two before Luka get one. Just because there's a lot more Luka's going to have to do to get out the West. Even though the East is better, in my opinion, them top two teams in the West, them Lakers are not beating them, bro. And the Knicks can beat anybody in the East, and they showed that they could compete with the West getting out the East. So they'll have a chance to beat OKC or the Spurs. Now, the Spurs are going to have vendetta against them, so it's going to be a little bit different if they play them again.
Yeah.
But what the Lakers will have to do to get out the West with that roster would be crazy. He would have to win it a whole different time. He's going to have to be on a different team where that roster is going to have to look a little bit different. What you think? you think Luka going to get one?
No, I think he's going to get one before he ends his career. Do I think it'll be before Brunson? Realistically, no. Because he just won.
Mm-hmm.
He lost a key piece, but most of your guys are back. His route to success is less challenging than Luka's right now. JB only got to worry about Bron and that Philly team. Like, just looking at it, it's like he whooped on Boston.
No, I mean, there's some other teams they got to worry about. The Knicks struggle with transition teams.
So they gotta worry about, like, matchup wise, they gotta focus on Atlanta and Indiana. Like, Indiana is the Knicks are a way better team than Indiana, but that transition play, it fucks them up.
Atlanta, yeah, but we gotta see them get back there. Indiana,
yeah,
we have to see that. But I'm saying, like, the big picture right now, like, the one team you're like, dang, if you had to worry about anybody, they're gonna choose Philly.
Yeah.
And then when the brackets come out, then you're like, all right, now we gotta really focus up. But Luka has to worry about the Spurs. He has to worry about the Thunder. He has to worry about Minnesota. He has to worry about Denver. You got to worry about a lot more teams.
And there's young teams coming up that's going to push them. The Jazz, Portland. Like, those teams, they have the personnel where they can, like, kind of build and get better. Like, Darren Peterson, if Luka's still on the Lakers when he's around year 3 and Ace Bailey's in, like, year 4, who know what they do at Lloyd Marketing, that Jazz team is going to be a problem.
But I will say, for Luka's case, I seen that nigga do a lot with less.
Which is very valid.
Like, he carried them to the Western Conference Finals and lost to the champs.
Yeah.
What they did in 24 was special, or however you want to word the years, but he had a perfect team built around him. But yeah, I've seen what he could do with less, and it's possible,
right?
But it's not likely. So I think if JB don't get it this year or next year, then it's over.
Yeah.
Because I really do think...
I mean, I don't agree, but yeah, you go ahead and say that.
No, because I was going to say, I do think they're going to try to get him back to the Mavs. Like, they're going to throw everything at him. Like, look, everybody's going to do it to try to get him back. Now, if he... Luka.
You think that? You think so?
Yeah, bro.
Try to make it right.
Yeah, Patrick Dumont was like, I didn't know. So I think they will try to do everything. Now, is it likely to happen? Probably not. He probably like, I'm done. Like, y'all did what y'all did. Like, let's move on. But if there's a will, there's a way. And if they could be like, yo, you Cooper, blah, 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 you can win. Like, you're gonna, then I feel like whatever happens with the Knicks, I don't know if they're going to be able to win before he does. But right now, yeah, I think it's clear that JB has the chance to win 2 before he wins 1.
Okay, definitely. I like that question. Shout out to Ken.
Yeah.
And the last question that we got, my boy Adrian, and this is a funny one because we might ruffle some feathers with this one. Who do you think could beat MJ, Michael Jordan, in a one-on-one? And obviously, the one-on-one space is something that's very popular now. MJ, a lot of people say they're done with the 90s. So it's a lot of people, they're not respecting MJ like they should. But when it comes to the one-on-one space, who would beat MJ?
Ooh. Well, to me, this is going to sound crazy. It wasn't hard. Like, a name popped up immediately for me, and it was T-Mac. I think T-Mac got the tools to beat him.
Okay. Yeah, that's the route I'm going. I'm going to say who got the tools to beat him. Because I don't know. I don't know if they'll actually beat him.
And I don't want to sound like... I think there's not a lot, but I think there's a decent amount of people that could beat MJ in a 1v1.
Yeah, because like 5-on-5 is a different game. Like if you're playing 1-on-1, obviously he's probably going to be a better defender than most people that I name. So getting the ball, who gets the ball first and shit like that will make a huge difference. T-Mac's a good one. KD. I think KD just has so much offensively with his length and size, pause, that some of them shots he's just gonna get. He's gonna get the shot off. He doesn't learn how to score on most defenses. So KD, yeah, T-Mac's a good one. I think Melo has the size to kind of, bully.
I think Melo's actually a bad matchup for
Jordan or for Melo.
No, I think it's a bad matchup for Jordan because he's so fucking strong.
Yeah.
Like, and not to say MJ is, but like, he loves the contact.
Yeah, like Jordan is a very physical defender, but like that's kind of not going to bother Melo.
Yeah, and then we know one of the best triple threats, elite footwork. Like you said, he has the tools to do it, and then he's just so physically imposing, and that I feel like it could be a bad matchup.
Yeah.
And his dribble pull up, he's taller. Like, he's not gonna really.
Jordan got quick hands though, so that dribble pull up that's the one thing that could fuck Melo up, just because he got that wingspan and big ass hands, so like he could get a hand in there, you know, like swipe it down if Melo don't guard the ball good enough, and then if Jordan gets it back at that point, that's when it might get spooky. But Melo showed that he'll compete.
I think he could get stops. I think he can, but I think it's
or stop.
I think he. Well, that's stops.
Yeah.
He could get a couple.
Yeah.
But I think he could get enough to where he can score. But I just think the physicality of it is a bad matchup for
Jordan.
Even though he's a physical guy too, it's just, to me, I think, because I'm looking at his game in the 1v1 space now, and it's just like, yeah, I think the physicality, it doesn't mess him up, but I just think that's a bad matchup.
Yeah,
and I could be wrong. This is
my
opinion.
This is never gonna happen, so we'll never know. Like, I don't think, like, I love Kobe to death. I don't think Kobe would beat MJ. They're too similar, and Jordan's better at a lot of some of the shit that they do. Kobe's better at certain shit also, but I think if it comes to 1-on-1, like that athleticism, and then you know, Jordan with his wingspan, biggest hands, like just like I was naming with Melo, that could affect Kobe, because Kobe wasn't like physically gifted like that. Like, he had smaller hands, shit like that. That plays a part in 1-on-1.
I just think the people we're naming that operate that mid-range space so beautifully. Like, I was also thinking of, like, it would be, I don't know who wins, but a fire game would be him and Kawhi.
I didn't even think about Kawhi.
Yeah, I think.
Excuse me.
I don't think people would look at Kawhi as a one-on-one player, but where he operates on the court, I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
So, like,
and he's bigger than Jordan a little bit. He built like the same shit I was saying with the hands, wingspan, shit like that. That's actually, I think Kawhi would do better against Jordan than Kobe for sure. Like, and it's crazy because look at who we're naming. We didn't name like no modern stars. Like, these are all Asian stars or people that retired. Like, is there anybody that's like a?
I mean, you said KD. I think KD definitely.
No, but he's an aging star. Like, which one of these young dudes? Like Ant, Shea.
I don't think they have a chance. I don't know if it's
so
just
neither, but I feel like Shea might push him. Because Shea's also 6'6", bro.
True, but I just feel like it could just be the nostalgia.
Yeah.
And, like, I just love his game so much. But I feel like, and this is no shot at Shea or any of the young guys in this era now. I just feel like the IQ of the game,
it
doesn't compare. Like, how to operate. Like, Shea is a perfect example because he operates that space so well, and his footwork is great. But I feel like there's just another level.
Yeah, and then dudes that are skilled enough are too small. So, like, Brunson's gonna be way too small. Yeah. Kyrie's gonna be too little. Yeah. And especially if we're doing 3 dribbles, like that, Kyrie's bag's not.
It'll be nice
Jordan
to see.
Is not gonna be that effective. Brunson. Yeah, Brunson. Yeah.
It'll be nice to see how they try to get off.
Because they're not going to get stopped either.
Yeah.
It's going to get spooky.
The competitiveness of it makes it a great game. But, like, yeah, I feel like the workhorse that he is, I don't think Shea is that kind of. I think Shea is just gifted. Also, what
about Jason Tatum?
I thought that. I don't think
him and Jalen Brown is clipped?
I don't think so. I think Jalen Brown has a better chance.
But because I handle
it's really weird because I also don't think he has a chance at all. But I think, I think JB has a better chance on the defensive end. But I think JT has a better
chance defensively though.
Nah, I just think he can, because he's like how he plays defense and so athletic and quick. I think he can make up for lapses.
Yeah.
Like, JT is athletic too, but I don't think he can make up those lapses like Jalen Brown can. And then I think Jason Tatum on the offensive end is better.
Yeah, JB's more explosive, so he'll mess around and go get off the glass or something.
Yeah, he could try and then he get hit with the...
Or just get boomed on. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else that I would throw in the mix?
And I'm like, I think in this day and age, Ant-Man would be exciting to see, but I don't think
Ant-Man,
can be.
Yeah, Ant-Man's kind of small.
I don't
too.
think
He's like about 6'4".
Yeah, I don't think it's
Mitchell's too little. Donovan Mitchell will make shots though. He'll make it spooky for Jordan. He'll make shots and niggas will be like, hold up. Nigga. And then Jordan would probably get his bad. I took it personal.
I was about to say some shit. I fuck with that. I said, nigga, he ain't make it difficult for JB. It's just a little.
Prime James Harden. What would that look like? Because now he not going to play a lick of defense. But Jordan trying to stay in front of Prime James Harden? Oh, it's only 3 dribbles.
I think he's going to see some shit he ain't never seen before.
Yeah. He'll adjust, though.
But he
IQ
can
gonna
adjust.
come into play.
Yeah. And depending on who gets the ball first, barbecue chicken. And then once James Harden misses a shot, barbecue chicken.
Clip, yeah. Damn. And obviously, we're not going to name any forwards and bigs because weight classes, we're not going to worry about naming the Giannis.
Who just popped up? And it's not today's age. Rudy Gay. I don't know why he just popped, because I'm trying to think of someone who has size.
I would say Joe Johnson over Rudy Gay.
Nah, Joe Johnson would be.
All right, so Joe would get to it because he got the size and shit like that, and he's not a slouch defensively.
Yeah, but I think more of if we're not talking about like our era of guys, someone who's not a forgotten name, but someone we don't really bring up in the 5-on-5 space buck can really be like a great one-on-one basketball player. It's people that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But he's for sure beatable. But I think my favorite one is T-Mac and Kawhi.
Yeah, I would say those two, and then KD and Melo.
Oh yeah,
KD and Melo for sure. I think anyone that's too small is not gonna in a 3 dribble situation. For the newer guys, like we mentioned earlier, I think Shea will probably have the best chance. Devin Booker's not strong enough. I'm trying to think of other teams. Yeah, I think that's about it, bro. Yeah, and I would love to see Ant, just because Ant's gonna compete and he's gonna pop his shit. Yeah, I think that's about it. We didn't name Bron. I know people want us to name Bron, but I just wouldn't even want to see that one-on-one.
Yeah, I think that one-on-one would be. I like Kobe and Bron better in a one-on-one than Jordan.
I don't like it. I don't like that neither.
And I think it's just.
And the only thing making me not pick LeBron in these situations is 3 dribbles is nasty for him.
And I don't even want to see LeBron in a one-on-one space. Yeah,
because it's just going to be.
That's not his game.
I want to put my head down and get to the rim, and as it should be. Because like we said on the when we were speaking about the one-on-one space, the object is to win.
Yeah.
So especially if you go in that space and all I gotta do is put my head down and give you a shoulder and I'm at the hoop, Bron's gonna do that.
He's too physically imposing for anybody to try to stop. But I don't want to see Bron in a one-on-one.
If you can make a counter, you got a chance. But if he ripped through a jab and then get a shoulder around you, and it's over with.
Yeah, at their peaks, that would be a fire game.
Jordan's peak and Bron's peak.
Yeah.
No, I would just want to see them in a 5-on-5 setting for that. I don't even want to see one-on-one. I want to see mano-a-mano, we guarding each other, which wouldn't happen. I mean,
yeah,
in the early 2000s it would. Like, if it was Jordan's prime.
No, if we just take the primes and then put them in the game that we want, that would be.
Yeah, that would be fire.
They robbed us of him and Kobe, too.
Bron robbed us of him and Kobe. But all right, that's not the segment. But that's the last fan question that we got. So it definitely was insightful. Obviously, we got to do a full episode on just questions. Moving forward, each week we're gonna put up a questionnaire to pick some topics. But we'll do just a segment on questions. It won't be a full episode like today. This was the first one. But we definitely enjoyed it. We appreciate all the comments that we got, all the likes, everything. But that's another episode.
I'm gonna let him finish. But he let y'all off easy last week. And you said it early. Wrong. we got some engagement now. We see who's engaging with us. Shout out to y'all. It's the same people. But yo, if y'all want us to talk about your team for a little second, your bum ass, whack ass team.
Your poverty franchise. If you ain't got a chip since 2011, if you ain't got a chip since 2011, don't talk to me. Don't talk to him. Talk to the page though. 7 through 11 breakdown.
Yeah, and if you don't have a basketball team and you just want to ask about a play, don't be afraid. No child left behind. I know a lot of you watching and not saying anything is the same people that wasn't raising their hand to read books in school. You don't gotta be embarrassed. Just ask a question. If you know us, if you don't know us, ask us a question.
Yeah, just ask a question. And I'm gonna leave it off with this. If you don't want your president all up in the videos, all up in the press conference, not giving the players shout outs,
trade them away in the
come to Knicks Row. We'll holla at you next week.
Yeah, we'll be back.